function last week and met a lovely lady who is married to a man that feels, touches, looks, and and breasts is what I'm getting at.
I was going to say, considering what Nick's wearing, that's not a brothel,
No, I'm talking about Dr Moncrieff, a plastic surgeon at Hunter Plastic Surgery, and I met his wife, and we were talking about the fact that she has a husband that deals in boobs, amongst many other things.
Well, that's what I'm curious about today, so we're going to talk to Dr Moncrieff right now. Good morning.
Good morning, Tanya.
I'm curious about what else is on the table for what you do, because we go straight to boobs. But what else do you do?
Okay, so obviously I do a lot of breast work, but I also do a lot of body work as well. So abdominoplasties or tummy tucks, we do a lot of liposuction for contouring procedures, and also when people have lost a lot of weight, so we take out skin off people's arms and then their thighs and around their back as well. So not just breasts, but that is, we do a lot. That is very common.
Yeah. Well, okay, for women in the Hunter, why go to you? Is it because their breasts are usually too big? Is it because they've had kids and they're sagging? What's the number one reason you will see a woman about her breasts?
The number one reason, Tanya, would be pregnancy. So most women, when they've gone through pregnancy, their breasts obviously get bigger, and then with breastfeeding, and they tend to empty out, and so have a lot of loose skin usually at the bottom of their breasts, and the top of their breasts are sort of like they've decreased in size. So a lot of women just want to restore the shape that they had like pre-pregnancy, and we can use implants for that. Some women's breasts are just too big and they haven't sort of gone down after pregnancy, so we do reductions where we reduce the size of the breast and lift the nipple.
Because the presumption is everyone goes in there to get them bigger. That is the presumption, isn't it?
That is
not the case.
That's not the case, but a lot of people think that that's when you're going to go get a boob job, is basically making them bigger. Now then, we do a lot of that, but it's also restoring the volume that people are comfortable with.
Yeah.
And getting the breasts lifted up on the chest wall to make them, feel lighter, and reduce all the backache, neckache and shoulder problems that we see so commonly.
And you've brought in a couple of implants. Now the one I'm holding at the moment, that's typical of a lady that comes in that wants her breasts reduced.
Correct.
So I'm holding the before boob.
That's right. So
now, Nick,
I'm holding the after boob.
Nick, this is a lot of weight for one boob.
They are, Tanya. They're very heavy. So
you hear a lot of back pain with breasts, large breasts.
Yes, you do, exactly, Steve. So, typically we would remove somewhere between 500 and 1,000 grams per side. So you think about that. That's a 2-litre milk container on your chest
to carry around.
And that is a lot of weight. No wonder people get so many problems with their neck, their shoulders, their back. They can't exercise. They find it hard to get into clothes. There's a whole range of reasons why this is such a great operation.
A couple of, not even myths, but just clear me up on it, if not anyone else, with the liposuction. Does it get rid of the weight there and then you have to really maintain it off? Or, you know what I mean? It's a quick fix.
Yeah, it is. So it's a permanent reduction, Steve. So the fat cells that you have get permanently removed.
Right.
But then those that are remaining can obviously get bigger and smaller according to your weight. So you're right. You've really got to maintain it, and it means being strict.
But it's a good kick-off.
It starts people off, and people love what they see. And when they see, because the great thing about plastic surgery, it's very visible. The nature of results is, there immediately for everyone to see. And people like what they say. They go, I'm going to keep this off, and I'm going to really, restrict my diet.
I've never really thought of the psychology behind it, but that's
Can I ask, what happens to all the fat that you suck out of people?
So, good question.
Goes to larger incomes. I've heard it.
So sometimes we use it to re-inject it back into other places.
Of course.
So we might sometimes do it if we're adding volume to a breast, for example, but usually it's discarded if we don't want to use it for other areas.
Does it look like butter?
It's yellow, mixed with a small layer of blood, but it's quite. It looks quite alien, sort of. It's weird, I guess, for a lot of people when they look at it the first time. I see it every day, so it sort of becomes blasé. But
is there a point where you, as the surgeon, will say something? I'm probably talking about facial plastic surgery. Let's face it, I know I'm taking it to Hollywood at the moment, and we do see some, and we're like, stop now. do you say, look, really no more?
Absolutely.
But
So,
sometimes they might not even listen.
but that's the thing. I mean, all I've got to do is be able to do, Steve, is be able to educate people and say, look, I don't think this is the right operation for you.
Yeah.
Or perhaps I'm not the right surgeon for you, And you should go perhaps think about it, talk to your GP, talk to your family and friends and think whether this is actually the right thing for you. And we always think if people are, dead keen on it, we can always refer them to somebody else who might be able to offer them something that I can't.
Yeah, that's
it's
very
very hard.
diplomatic. It is. You've got to be a diplomat, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can see you don't want to go there. But
And a psychologist as well.
Yeah, of course. Now, let's go back to the human side of you. You're a married man.
Yes.
So what does the breast, what fascination does the breast hold for you outside of what you do? Like, do you still look at it?
I don't know why we got why did we get Dr. Nicky not going to be answering that?
I think you're all over that.
No, but I'm serious. You're a married man. You've got a beautiful wife.
I do. I'm very lucky. I've got 3 beautiful boys. I think the thing is, when it's sort of part of your job, you don't necessarily see. I don't sort of look outside beyond work at looking at beautiful breasts and things, but I think you look at nice women in beautiful clothing and see how a really good breast adds to a person's figure and their attractiveness. I think it rounds people off.
I guess I'm asking, do you still appreciate them before you got into what you do?
Of course. Yeah. I mean, it's a very important part of the female form, and getting them right, I think that's why we're doing so much of it.
Yeah.
Just on that, Tanya, can I have my boob back?
I know. I've been playing with it all the time.
They brought in one each and Tanya took both of them. I'm the bloke.
Now,
It's only natural.
speaking of blokes, how many blokes do you see these days?
We don't do a lot, but we do see them in the setting of mass weight loss, where guys have stacked on the weight, then they might have lost weight through diet and exercise or through obesity type surgery, and then they've just got lots and lots of skin. So I do a lot of excess skin reduction type work, and so we see them in that setting. There might be arms, there might be tummy, there might be thighs. So probably 10 to 15% of my practice would be guys.
Gee.
Majority women.
Yeah.
In your world, I know it's normal. When do you think society, because I know we are certainly heading away, when do you think it will no longer be that, for one of the better term, you cheated, or look, you had work?
Yeah.
Do you know more acceptable is it?
That's a really good question, Steve, because I think it's becoming more and more so.
Yeah.
Like, the plastic surgery market is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We can see it all the time. People are going away for surgery and having it here. But look, I think it's becoming a lot more acceptable. People don't think twice of going to see a plastic surgeon for a boob job or for whatever.
Yeah.
And I think people just accept that if you want to look and feel good, sometimes you need a little bit of help.
Do I need a little bit of help?
Absolutely not. You're the perfect embodiment of femininity, Tanya. Whatever. If you want to just talk to me after off there, that's fine.
Beautifully answered. I love it.
Okay, while you're here, Tanya, I'm thinking of butt implants. I'm losing weight and my butt's getting flat.
Well, it's interesting, Steve. There's an operation that we're now starting to do is called Brazilian butt lift.
Wow.
So it's now taking off in Sydney, and we're going to be the first people offering in Newcastle.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it might be perfect, but 2 weeks' time I'm going to look like a Kardashian.
Nick, it's been fascinating. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Dr. Nick Moncrieff, plastic surgery.
It's all part of our worlds now.
Yeah.
And it's great to talk about it.
Talk to you in the kitchen.
Yeah, no worries.
See you soon.
And now off for the real work of the day, Dr. Moncrieff.
Sure is.
You got a lot of breast cases on?
I do.
We love our breast cases.